I'm making fried pickles. It's the, oh my god, Tanner's on fire! It's on fire!
Grab the
Tanner! Grab it! Tanner!
What
oh my god, Tanner!
What is it?
Tanner!
Well guys, the streaming sphere is getting kind of wacky. Today you are going to see two things in great abundance, and those two things are stupidity and ass cheeks. But I guess you could say that about pretty much any live stream these days, huh? Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? I think you deserve that. This video is a little bit of a nothing sandwich. This is honestly just the result of me having nothing better to talk about today and finding something that I saw on Twitter kind of funny. This is really just a sit back and point and laugh kind of video. Acting like this is actually newsworthy would be kinda silly. The other day, a streamer who goes by the name of hiheyitsdani set her kitchen on fire while she was trying to cook fried pickles. Yeah, that's it. Look, we've all had a day like this before. Listen, I really did try and find something better, I promise. And sure, somebody almost burning down their entire apartment complex on stream is not the worst thing I've ever uploaded on this channel. And I guess if you look at it a certain way, this is just me continuing all the cooking videos I cover on this channel. So you know what? I'm not gonna beat myself up too much about it. So let's not waste any more time. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
I'm kind of in shock by it too.
We'll see. I really only get these games for zombies mode.
I'm making fried pickles.
Quick spoiler alert, just so the real fried pickle fans out there aren't too disappointed. There will not be a single fried pickle made during the entirety of this video, okay? Just thought you deserve to know that.
Well, I think the oil's wait, should it be steaming like that?
Okay, so two answers to two different questions. No, it should not be steaming like that. That's also not Steam. And secondly, no, don't worry, there's not some ad playing in a random tab you have opened. That's just a song that decided to start playing mid-stream for some reason. Yeah, I was pretty confused when I first heard it too.
Dog shit killed. Dog shit. I did better than this. I had to play better than that.
I don't like pickles, but I've never had them fried before.
Oh, it's because we lost.
Oh, turn the fan on. Genius.
Okay, so now I think is as good a time as ever to politely ask YouTube to not age restrict this video. I'm not going to specify why I'm asking that. That seems to get me in trouble a lot of the times, but I'm just asking, you know, in general. No specific reason, just a request to the YouTube gods, that's all.
Should I turn the oil down? I don't know anything about this. I've never done this before.
Okay, so those words are something you're gonna hear quite a lot throughout this video. Her referring to the fact that she's never fried pickles before, and look, I don't think a lot of people have. I've never fried pickles myself before, so what I would do in this situation is I would look up how do I fry pickles, as is kind of like the meta when you're trying to learn how to cook something. You look up how you do it. We're gonna see very shortly why that seems to be a pretty good idea if you are trying to learn how to fry something for the first time ever.
I've never fried them before. I think the oil might be ready though.
Yeah, I just...
Oh, I hate the smell of burning.
Okay, so while I said that I've never fried pickles myself, at some point you've really got to look at what a person is doing, and you've got to question their common sense. When is the smell of burning ever, and I mean ever, a good sign when you're trying to cook something? Even if you're cooking something for the first time ever in your entire life, the smell of burning is a universal sign that whatever you're doing is not good, and that expands outside of the kitchen. It is pretty much never a good thing if you smell something burning.
I actually hate the smell of deep fryers.
Are you burning something?
Only a little bit.
Bro, what the fuck is that?
Wait!
That shit is smoking so much.
It's the, oh my god, Tanner's
God,
on fire! It's on fire!
Bro.
What do I do?
Okay, so not only is it a pretty bad idea to try and deep fry something that you have no idea how to deep fry, it is an exponentially worse idea to try and deep fry anything when you are unfamiliar with the concept of a grease fire. Now look, a lot of people on Twitter are giving these two a hard time because they started freaking out, which I'm not gonna do. I'm sure a fire starting in your kitchen is a pretty unnerving event, but how we got here is just pure stupidity. There are basic things you have to do as an adult result, and one of those things is acknowledging the dangers of the stuff you're doing. This is the reason I refuse to ever try and deep fry a turkey, even though I want a deep fried turkey in my life so badly, because I'm convinced that if I try to, even though it probably wouldn't happen because I'm not a dumbass, I think I'm gonna burn down my entire neighborhood. But that's because instead of just buying a frozen turkey and throwing it into a deep fryer, I looked up how do you deep fry a turkey. To think you'd be fine just dumping oil in a pan, cranking up the heat, and going to town raw dogging it, that's pretty silly.
Turn it off! Turn it, what the fuck?
What do I do?
Bro, turn
what
it
do I
off!
do?
Turn it off!
Tanner, hurry up! Tanner,
Turn it off!
Tanner! Turn it off!
I don't know what to do!
This is news to me. I was unaware that there were voice-operated stoves in this country. I like how they're just yelling at each other to turn it off, but neither of them will turn it off. Now, if you ever experience a grease fire, the best thing to do is to cover it up with a lid. What they are going to do might just be the worst possible way that you could put out a grease fire, and it proves that these two might be some of the luckiest people on this planet.
Grab the...
Tanner!
Grab the...
Tanner! Grab it! Tanner!
What
oh my
is
God, Tanner!
What is it?
Tanner!
What is it?
It's not funny, but it is because nothing bad really happened. It's hilarious to me how they're treating this like a wild animal. The guy's like, what is it, my brother in Christ? It's a fire. Our ancient ancestors knew what this was. You know what this is. And no, don't grab the fire. Why is she saying to grab the fire? I'm pretty sure what they're doing, though, is the best course of action. I think this is what the firemen who came to my school in like the 2nd grade told me to do. Just scream and run away and allow the fire to spread. I'm pretty sure that is the proven way to fight a fire.
Oh my God! Tanner! Tanner!
I don't know what it is!
Grab the extinguisher! Tanner!
Okay, so this guy clearly has access to information that I don't, because on my list of safe ways to put out a fire, throwing the fire onto a wooden cabinet is not on there. How this did not result in their entire apartment burning down, I have no idea. My best guess is that if you watch it back, he kind of luckily threw the pan down in almost like a fanning motion, so I guess that dispersed the oil thin enough to where it lost its energy. I don't know if that really lines up. I skipped most of chemistry in high school, but that's my best guess. Had the pan not fallen that way, I think this would have ended in a disaster. Now, for a while, they're just trying to air out their apartment. It also takes kind of a concerning amount of time for the smoke detector to go off, so this might have been a blessing in disguise, because had this been a real fire, I don't know if they would have had enough time. This apartment was like 99% smoke before anything went off, which is probably not the best in the case of a fire. So really, at the end of the day, you can look at the fact that you almost burnt down your entire apartment complex as a positive.
I just heated up oil. I was gonna fry the pickles, but no fresh pickles are getting fried tonight, bro. Bro.
Oil fire?
Yes!
You gotta tell me these things.
I didn't know that was gonna happen. I've literally never done this before.
I don't know how to put out a fucking fire if I don't know what
I've never put out a fire either.
Are you listening to me? You gotta tell me like, what that shit is, man.
Look, dude, I appreciate you trying to save face here, but you knew she was frying pickles. I feel like with that information, you could have figured out what kind of fire it was. Also, starving pretty much any fire of oxygen is gonna kill it. Not everybody knows the lid trick. That's nothing to be ashamed of, but let's be honest with ourselves, okay?
Yes, I'm okay. I'm in shock. I've never caught anything on fire before. He did save it. If I was here by myself, oh my God, it would have all burned down. The whole fucking building would have burned down. I can't do anything by myself anymore. I couldn't even, No, if you weren't here and I was trying fried pickles, we wouldn't have a place to live.
This is such a crazy thing to say as a grown adult. Just admitting to the entire internet you're too irresponsible to do 3 minutes of research before you start something new, and because of that unwillingness, it is unsafe to trust you to do anything on your own. That's not something to brag about. That's pretty much where everything ends, though later in the stream they watch it back and they giggle about it, and I mean, like, sure, it's a funny story, I guess, but at the same time, for two grown adults, this is not a very good look. Well, guys, normally this is where I ask ask what you think, but I don't really know if there's a whole lot to think about here. Two people who seem like they may not be the brightest almost burnt down their apartment while live streaming, and that's really it. I mean, there's not a whole lot to discuss further. I don't know if there's really much of an opinion you can hold on this other than, yeah, they shouldn't have been frying pickles. So yeah, I guess that's really it. If you know how to fry a turkey, please DM me on Instagram. I'd love to employ you. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and walk on over to that subscribe button and touch it. It's free. It won't cost you anything. But for now, that's all I have for you today. Bye.